Hi guys, it's Jess. Welcome back to a new video. First of all, I'm going to actually talk about my hair. I did this 4 days ago and I've washed it once. I have used the Schwarzkopf Live Ultra Brights. This one is Green Glory, and I also mixed with that the Vixen War Paint Pastel Perfect. I actually only used a tiny bit of this. There's like tons in here, so I mustn't have used as much as I thought. It's there. So it comes full and it's about there, so that's how much I used. About half, I suppose. This is Ammonia and Peroxide free, and it's what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to get your pastel and then you get the same brand colour and you mix it together and it makes it pastel. So yep, so I already had these. I have a few that I have been collecting to try out, so I thought I'd try these first. So I've actually used 2 of these and half of the pastel to get this colour, so that's why it doesn't look like the girl on the thing. That's like, and I've washed it once, so it's not as bright as it was. It was quite bright. I have a feeling that using this has kind of improved the longevity of the colour and keeping it this kind of colour. This one is only supposed to last 8 washes. It says it right on the front, 8 washes. So I've only washed it once, so I'm going to see how long I can keep it in for. And this one I suppose is just kind of the same as the other one. What I did is I mixed them in a mixing bowl, the 2 packets and the half of the pastel mix, and then I just popped it all over my head. I just got my gloves and kind of rubbed it into my hair because I thought it's only wash out. What's the worst that could happen? So this is the colour that I ended up with, and I quite like it. I'm going to be trying the other colours, so I'll let you guys know what they're like as well. The next product I want to show you, I've actually got a couple of other colours, but it's this lip product that I'm wearing. This is a matte lip gloss, and these are, I bought these on eBay, and the brand is, I think that's Quee Best. I think that's what that says, and it's long lasting. This is the colour 18 that I have on. I'll do like a little swatch on my hand as well, because they're kind of weird. They don't have a nice taste, they don't taste good, they taste like plastic, so they're probably plastic, but they stay on really well. So that's number 18 colour. The second one is like, so number 22 is like a raspberry, but it's not like a vibrant raspberry. It's kind of just like a raspberry. So that will go matte. And the last colour that I got was number 33, which I think this is the one that I thought was going to be my favourite, but I've only used the nude one, so how about that? The colours are kind of like the one that I'm wearing is like a nude, but it's like a brown nude that's kind of like meh. Maybe because it's matte, but there's like a browny red colour as well. It's like I don't even know how to describe these colours because I don't know how to describe them. They're just kind of like flat colours, but they look really cool because they're supposed to be like that. So what I'll do is I'll link below the actual seller that I purchased those from, so you guys know how much they were and who to buy them from. Then at least you know you're getting the right product. The next product was also from eBay. It is a drawing eyebrow pencil, and oh yeah, I knew that it did that. I thought this was cool because if you look there, I've kind of swatched this already. It's a twist, you twist it out, but the shape of it is like, how am I gonna, it's like a teardrop kind of shape, I suppose you could describe that as. And I got this colour in, I think it was brown, and that's it there. I like the colour of this. I haven't actually used it properly. I like the colour of that because it's so like matte, like there's no like glossy waxy look to that. It's just like a matte powdery colour. And then on this end is, here's my fingernails, the little spoolie. So you can just kind of, like what you do with eyebrows, spoolie that through. So I thought that was quite cool. I'm quite excited to try that out. But yeah, I like that because it was like powdery. These next two products I'm wearing on my face right now. I got the Carli Bybel BH Cosmetics palette. This one is limited edition, so she said once they're gone, they're gone. There's a little description on the back about the product, which I think is really cool. I really like the pictures, the picture they've used behind, and how it's got this kind of silver foil look to it. It's really pretty, and I like this little like border around the back that she's used as well. There is your mirror, and it's cardboard, so obviously, but there's like the stuff around the mirror, and then there's your little quote down there, and it says aspire to inspire, which I think is really cute. On the outside as well, it has Carli Bybel's name and the little penguin, which is quite cute. And then the colors. I used this morning to do this makeup that I'm wearing now, and I had it on the edge of my makeup table, and it went to fall, and I went to catch it, and I stuck my finger in the first neutral color, and it was really, really upsetting because I've dug a hole in it and it's like gonna fall out. So that's quite sad. So if we start swatching now, I'm gonna swatch this nude color here first. That's this one here. It is just like a bone plain skin. It was the worst swatch in the world. Let's put that here. So you can't really see it. It's kind of like, it's a matte eyeshadow, and it's really pigmented, so it's beautiful to use under the brow bone and the inner eye, you know, as a base and all that kind of good stuff. Really nice color. This next one is actually my favorite color. One of my favorite colors. My favorite color. It's actually my favorite color. There's this one here. So that's the second one. Just beautiful how it like just looks wet and metallic and just gorgeous. The next one is a matte, which I also have on today, which is really nice for in your crease and things as well. And then your next one is another matte. And then your next one, I've got this on as well. I really like that one. Oh, I put it on the there, which is beautiful. See, they're all really quite pigmented, and that was, so there's 3 mattes there. So in the palette there's 4 matte shades, and then the rest of the eyeshadows, the other 6 eyeshadows. Hang on, is it matte? Oh, maybe there is 5 mattes. So actually 5 of them are mattes and 5 of them are shimmer. 6 of them are I don't know. My maths is shocking. So there's 5 mattes. So I just swatched the other matte there, so you can kind of compare the matte next to the first. So top row, and then this green here, which is another matte, and it's actually quite nice and darkens everything up quite nicely. So I'm gonna go, I went this way and now I'm gonna come back this way. So this is my second favorite color out of all of them in the palette, and this is like the prettiest copper, and that also looks really wet and metallic, and I love that. It's beautiful. And this one's a little bit more brown, a little bit more of a brown copper. I don't even know if you guys can see these swatches. I'm trying to make like this is the most awkward swatch video ever. And then there's this gold one, which is really gorgeous as well. They do kind of like when you swatch it, a lot of the product does get picked up and you end up with like little bits of product everywhere, but so good. It's quite pretty. And then the last kind of eyeshadowy one here, that's what I mean about it picking up the product, if you just saw that clumpy there. That one's got a little bit of like a pinky tone in it too, I believe. So if you can see all those, you can see why the second color in actually is the most prettiest. So pretty. Okay. And then at the bottom we have your 4 kind of hot, like 4 kind of highlight colours. So these are more your highlight, and these I'd say more a bronze, unless you have, like in my complexion, these are highlight and these are more like a bronzer. If you have a darker complexion, they're probably all a highlighter. Because I've got quite a fair complexion, these two are really nice highlighters. I don't know why my face is this shiny today, but those really, can you see the really shiny points? This one over the top, and then I've got this over my my bronzer as well, and then you have this darker color, which I think will look gorgeous as well. If you've got a darker complexion, these will be great as highlighters too. And yeah, so this is pretty much the only color that I don't really use. I'm actually going to swatch those. That's what I'm doing, I'm swatching them. I'll swatch them over here. Shall we do that? Okay, so this is the first one, which is really nice and light and just gorgeous. This one is kind of more, to me, a little bit more subtle on my skin tone than the first one. Then this one is the third one there, which is so pretty. And I used that over my bronzer today. And then you've got your fourth one there, which, oh my god, look at that. How beautiful is that? I absolutely love this palette. This video is pretty much going to be about this palette. It was $12.50 US, and I can't remember how much the shipping was, but it ended up working out to be like $32 New Zealand. So that's really good, and it took like not even that long to get here as well. It's like general information. Yeah, really happy with this palette. I love it, and I'm so glad I got pushed into buying it from Jess. So really love this palette. Well done, Carli. The next palette that I'm going to show you is from Models Prefer. I feel like I've done this in a video, but I know I haven't done a video since I bought this, so it's kind of weird. This is the Models Prefer Contour Collection Ultimate Highlighting and Contour Kit. So, a contour kit, yeah, it's powder as well. And on the back, you have your little kinds of faces. So you've got your four face shapes and how you should be contouring your face shape, and then what the colors are. To be quite honest, I barely listen to that kind of information, but if you're really into wanting to know exactly how to do that with your face, that'd be awesome information for you. I just kind of put it wherever I want it and make my face shape however I want it for the day. So it also comes in this box with the same information that's on the back of the plastic in here, and then as it states on the packaging, you get a free booklet, which is pretty cool for people that don't know how to contour. And I might give this to one of my sisters. We were talking about it the other day, and I think this information will be handy for her. Again, I don't really care about my face shape as such. Like, I know the parts that I want to make look bigger and smaller, so that's how I do it, and whatever. So the first bit here is telling you what your skin tone is. So it's a guide to help you figure out what skin tone you're using, so you know which products to use from the palette. Then you've got more about your face shape, and this information is really handy. I think it's just in the back of my head about what it's supposed to be. That's probably why I don't want to read it, because I know already. Actually, how to contour your neck. That's pretty cool, because people like collarbones. But this is how you can find out what skin type you are as well. So actually, that's a really cool booklet. I'm glad I read it with you. The difference between this and the Australis one that I have, I really like the Australis one, but I think this one's better. Like, in my opinion, this is better. It comes with a ginormous mirror. Who doesn't love that? It's also got your generic, like, what the thing is, what the paper that tells you what is what. So this is the palette. It looks like all the other palettes, let's be honest. That's exactly the same as like any contouring powder palette that is out at the moment. The difference is actually the pigmentation. So this isn't the same kind of pigmentation as your Australis one, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. People that hate it, I think it's got something to do with that, because you kind of put it on, it goes too muddy because the color is so pigmented. It kind of goes everywhere and you're trying to get rid of it, and it's kind of making your contour go up half your face. You look like a big muddy thing. Actually, no, we'll do it. Okay, just so you know what I'm talking about, that's your neutral tone. your warm tone, there's a contour, sorry, and your cool tone. So just so you can see them next to each other, you can see that, yeah, they're pigmented, but they're not like overly pigmented. This third one across at the top is your one with a little bit of like a natural shimmer to it. So that's kind of like your glistening highlight, and also sits in that side. I don't get that. It's got like, you've got cool, neutral, and then warm contour colors, but then you only have a cool and a warm highlight color, and then you've got they all have that. It's kind of, I don't know. Anyway, like, it's just yellow, and then you've got your pink one. Cool. So yeah, I really like this palette. This one was about 23 New Zealand dollars, and I got this from my pharmacy. So $23, and I think the Australis one is about the $20 mark anyway. So if you're into getting the booklet and you want a mirror, I'd actually get this instead and try this one out first, because I think you might change your mind about contouring if you hated the other one. Next and last two things I have to show you guys, I haven't actually used at all yet, so I've opened this one. They are both from W7, which is War Paint Cosmetics, I believe. I've opened this one before so I could actually see what was inside of it, and it's not what I expected, but it's pretty cool anyway. So it's a tin, and inside of it you have your bronzer, blush, and highlight. So I'm actually quite excited to use this. They're all matte, all of them, and they got this weird wave thing on them, but I think it's cool because it's in a tin and it's matte. And our final product here is the War Paint Cosmetics HD foundation. It's 12-hour wear, and I got this in the color Buff. I'm actually going to do a first impression video on this. I'm going to try this out and see how it goes, but it looked pretty pale, so I was quite excited about that. I'll just show you what those look like now that they're actually pretty much matte. You can see how they were dull when I first put them on. They're not as dull before, and they actually look really cool. Anyway, hopefully this video was helpful. I just realized how cheap everything was, so I'm quite proud of it. Sorry if my face is super shiny. I did powder it just before I started filming this video, and I don't know why it's so shiny, because it doesn't look like that in the mirror. Just, I don't know. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos, and thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful in some way, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!